Hello chess family, it's me National Master Jesse James, and today I'm going to be going over another personal game of mine. In this one we're going to be taking a look at, well, a trap that actually was first done on me. I get to do against another opponent. Now this was against a player from, I believe he was from Austin, Texas, and he came over to play in San Antonio, and well, apparently he did not know this nice tactical trap. Let's go ahead and take a look. Here we go. I was playing with the white pieces. We start with e4, c5, knight of 3, e6. We got like a French Sicilian over here. d4, c takes e4, knight takes on d4, pawn to a6. Now we are in the Khan variation. There's plenty of moves that you can play over here. Pawn c4 is definitely one of the most popular ones to play, as this would be the Marazzi bind. But here I decided just to play regularly with knight to c3, queen c7, and now I borrow an idea from Mr. Fisher himself, or Bobby Fischer himself, with pawn to g3. He liked to play these kind of ideas. Bishop f4 is an idea, pawn f4. It's a really interesting idea here. And, well, he went ahead and played pawn b5, which, believe it or not, is not the best move. In fact, after here, it's already giving white a +1 advantage, which is really crazy because, well, it doesn't seem like black has really made any mistakes here. With that being said, the mistake here is very subtle. It's a positional mistake or strategic mistake. It's making too many pawn moves and actually moving this b pawn a little too fast. And there are actually quite a few ways to combat against your opponent if they're making too many pawn moves and then they make the b5 pawn move. This is just one of the ideas that you could play against it. With that being said, I went ahead and played bishop to f4, developing with a threat here and attacking the queen. And here he went ahead and played, well, pawn to d6, and this sets up the trap I'm about to spring on him. With that being said, I do hear somebody saying, hey, can't you just go ahead and play pawn to e5 here? Pawn d5 here is not the move here. In fact, this is b5 move is perfect whenever I play my pawn move to g3, because now we get to do some nice harassment here. Knight to d5 here, attacking the queen. And here the queen really doesn't have any good moves. I mean, you're more than welcome to move her away. She just won't do any good. The pawn on e5 will be lost. For instance, I guess the only move that you can try to play here would be something like queen to a5 check. Mind you, if you do try playing queen d6, this is not going to go well. Knight to f5, another free tempo against the queen over here. And, well, I don't know where the queen goes. Let's just say she runs over to g6, and I have knight c7 check, bishop takes on e5. Here, this is obviously just winning. So the only other move that you can try is that queen to a5 check. But here again, you just get bishop d2, and almost the same kind of tune happens. Queen over to d8, and you have knight f5 once again. And, well, I don't know if I've ever seen such beautiful knights, especially here in the opening. White's already at a +3 advantage. With that being said, well, after bishop to f4 got played, d6 got played, and it makes sense here. We're going to go ahead and block with the pawn, and then have an idea maybe with pawn to e5. With that being said, it is now time to spring the trap. It is now white to move and win. Here, hopefully, you will remember this trap in your future Sicilian games. All right, it was white to move. I hope you push pause right here. What was the move here? Here we get to win by development and pure, well, attacking prowess. We get to go ahead and attack with bishop takes on b5 check. Now, typically, this is not such a good idea, but here it works out perfectly. One of the things that we're doing here is we're doing this for development, so we're getting out all our pieces. I mean, look at this. The back row is now pretty much completely empty for the minors, and, well, look at black. All his are still in place. So you know already you can sacrifice for development if you can get enough good compensation or good attacking chances. So bishop takes on b5 check. I mean, if you don't take, you're just losing. So here, a takes on b5. And now the second idea here is, well, we're going to be getting 3 pawns for the piece. Here, the b5 pawn will fall. And now the d6 pawn actually does become a target. Well, I went ahead and played knight d takes on b5. And here, the queen went ahead and moved away to c6. I mean, there really is just no good square for this queen really to move to. And now you get to take on d6. How do you take? Should we take with the knight or take with the bishop? Now, one of them is definitely better than the other one. The one I chose was definitely the strongest. The other one makes the game about even. With that being said, I do like this kind of sacrifice of on b5, the one piece for 3 pawns, because even if we go to endgame in this one, I have 3 connected passed pawns, which is definitely worth at least a piece here. Mind you, this pawn will be gone in the future either way, right? I'll win the d6 pawn, but 3 passed pawns is usually going to be very good for a win in these type of games. All right, hopefully you came to a decision while I was explaining. Knight takes d6, bishop takes d6. Which one was best? Here it was bishop takes on d6. Be careful if you did play knight takes on d6 after bishop takes. Well, you're more than welcome to trade off for the endgame. Just know you're giving your opponent chances here, and, well, white is doing pretty good here. after something like bishop takes on d6, here black can definitely come to life here. And well, computer's already given this a negative 0.5 here, so giving good chances here for black. With that being said, I was able to take the correct way, which was bishop takes on d6, with the idea being, well, I want them to take back, so I could take back with my knight, and then, well, there's all sorts of shenanigans that can happen here. And, well, he went ahead and took back. Is there anything else that he could really do here? It's already getting hard here. I already have idea like knight to c7 check here, too. And, well, I guess a common idea that might get played here is something like knight to a6. But here, I mean, there's so many different moves you could play here. I definitely like this queen to d4 move. It covers over the g7 square, so bishop takes f8 ideas are in the air. Queen to d8 after that, and also getting ready to castle queenside here. Already a plus 1.5 advantage here. And so, well, in the game, he did not play too well. He went ahead and played bishop takes on d6. I played queen takes on d6 here because I realized, well, he couldn't take back without losing a piece. At this point, well, he went ahead and played rook a7, losing the game really fast here, and I think that was just psychological. I was playing pretty fast at this point because I had known this kind of idea. But just a quick demonstration, if you do play queen takes, knight takes check, here you realize, well, here you're either going to be losing the rook over here on h8 with knight takes on f7, or you're going to be losing the bishop here on c8. The king cannot defend both. That's why he could not trade the queens here. So that's why he went ahead and tried, well, I'll say try. He went ahead and played this rook to a7 here. I think he did this because he was thinking that, well, if the knight takes on a7, well, the queen just falls, right? And, well, if he, well, what else would I do here, right? I guess he was thinking that I can't move the queen, or else the knight will, I can't take with the knight, or else the queen will just fall. And if I do play queen takes on c6, he's more than happy to play knight takes. And don't get me wrong, knight takes. White is much better here with these passed pawns. I mean, 3 passed pawns against these minors and the rook and the knight. It should be a very easy win here. It's already plus 5. But this is still surviving, and I could make mistakes in the future. With that being said, that's when I looked at the position a little bit longer, and I said, oh, look, he just let the knight defend it. And here I played queen takes on b8, and, well, that was it. This was a game 90 minutes, so a 3-hour game. I hope you guys enjoyed this instructive chess trap, or strategic chess trap you can use in your games. Please go ahead and give us a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.